everybody, my name is Rabya. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. Today I created a not really smoky but a wearable green eyeshadow look that I wanted to film just in time for St. Patrick's Day. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope that you are able to recreate it, and that maybe after the video, if you do enjoy it, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I am brand new to YouTube. This is my first video and I hope to make a lot more, and I hope that you are a part of this journey with me. And without further ado, let's just get on. I don't know which way it's gonna slide, but let's just get on with the video. This is the Pores No More Pore Refining Primer, and I'm just gonna take a few pumps of this onto the back of my hand. It's kind of like a brown color, so it's not white. I find that it does fill in my pores. While the primer is setting on my face, I tend to leave it on for about a minute or two to kind of dry up and fill in the pores, get a little tacky. I also am going to just prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I double prime my eyes because I'm going to go in with my concealer as well to prime them. I just have really oily eyelids, and I find that I need to just do both steps to ensure my eyeshadow stays on for most of the day. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. This is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Syracuse. I find that this is like my most perfect match. I'm just gonna take a few pumps of this after you shake it up on my Morphe blending brush. I'm running out. It's my favorite foundation. So then I'm just gonna pounce that on my skin and cover up all of the ugly pimples on my face. I forgot to moisturize my lips, so I'm gonna do that real quick. My favorite is the Carmex Classic Medicated Lip Balm. It has super dry lips that crack, and I kind of tear at them, so. Next I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Medium, and for that I'm just going to go under my eyes and down the center of my face. And I'm also going to use this to as a second primer for my eyes. I suffer from like super heavy dark circles, so I'm always trying to figure out a way to cover them. So next I'm just going to take the Bellapiere Banana Setting Powder. It's a yellow colored loose powder. I'm going to go back in with the sponge I was using and just set everywhere I applied the concealer. While that's baking, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Ebony Brow Powder Duo and just fill in my brows using, it's the Anastasia brow brush. I completely rubbed off the number, but it's the standard angled eyebrow brush that comes with the set. So I just go in with a darker shade first, and I start to fill in the arch of my eyebrow. And I like to do soft hair-like strokes. I just find that it's the most natural. And I don't really like super thick brows. I like keeping them more on the lighter, feathery, softer side. And then I like to define the top of the arch too. And I tend to spend a little bit more time on the bottom part of the arch and the top of the arch. And then after most of that product is dispensed, then I work on the front. I don't really go in with more product when I'm working on the front of my eyebrows because I feel like if they get too dark in the front, like it looks really bad to me personally. I'm really quickly going to set the rest of my face with the Cody Airspun loose face powder. I just like to take like a kabuki brush. This is the e.l.f. kabuki. Dip into it lightly, and then just in the lid I like to run the brush around. It's a really fine powder. It's also heavily fragranced, but I find it sets it nicely, and for a translucent powder it doesn't change the color of my foundation. And now we're gonna move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm going to be using an Anastasia Beverly Hills quad that I created. I think she had like she had a sale for 4 eyeshadow quads, and when you purchase 4 eyeshadows, you get the quad for free, which is nice. So I'm gonna first go in with the shade Sienna, and I'm gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush, and this is the Moda Pro BMX 430 crease brush. It's just a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into the powder lightly, tap off all that excess, and work on my crease. And the crease is where your eyelid folds into your eye socket. So I just like to follow that all the way across. And I just like to work in windshield wiper motions. And then also I hold the brush pretty like at the end of the handle and work really lightly on it, so not applying too much pressure, so that I get like an even distribution of the eyeshadow color. And then I just like, once I get most of that product dispensed into my actual crease, I like to feather it up lightly. And that's just to create more diffusion. So next I'm going to go in with the shade Morocco. This is my favorite shade from her. And I'm going to go in with the Ferless ME3. So this is just a tighter but still fluffy blending brush. So this is the first one that I used, and that's the second. So you see, like, this one's a little like smaller than this one, but they're both still very fluffy. Same thing, I'm gonna tap into the shadow, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna work this right under where I applied that first Sienna shade, and still continuing to work in windshield wiper motions, really holding the brush at the end and dispensing the product as lightly as possible. The reason I'm using 2 brown shades that may not look super different, but it's to add more dimension to your eyes. So when you're doing eye looks, like the more dimension that you have in your crease and colors that you use to blend one another out, the more like elevated the eyeshadow looks, I feel. But for the green, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Midnight, which is a really pretty moss green. I find that it's really complementary. It's also really wearable. It's not like a crazy green eyeshadow. It's like mossy, it's a little bit deeper, so it's just wearable and it's really pretty. They're super shadows. They're like weird because they're shadows, but they feel like really creamy to the touch. But so I'm just gonna go in with my ring finger and apply that directly on to my eyelid. I like to kind of press the product in, and then it probably looks like I'm sweeping, but I'm not. I just like press and then move like as closely to that where I just put the shadow down. So I press and then just move my finger around. I like using my finger because I feel like it really presses the shadow into my eyelid, and it really just helps diffuse it into the colors I've already put down. once I have that applied, I'm going to go back in with that Furless brush that I used to apply Morocco. And with no further product, I'm just going to blend out the top of that eyeshadow. So just working out in my crease. And this is more lighter of a process because I don't want to get that pigment everywhere. And then once again, I'm going to go in with the Furless brush, and where I just added that color, I am just going to diffuse it a little bit by blending it with this color. I don't go in with any more eyeshadow, I just use whatever is remnant on there to help blend that out. Going to just add a little bit more drama by using the Dose of Colors DesixKaty eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Harpoon, which is this really pretty, it almost like is a shifting green. They suggested to use wet, so I'm just going to use my setting spray, which is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm going to apply that on my ring, just spray that on my ring finger. And I'm just going to dip into that color. And this is, I just tap onto my eyelid. And so now I'm just going to work on my lower lash line. So I'm just going to use the same brushes and in the opposite order. And then usually when I'm like, because this is the final step to eyeshadow besides like highlighting, I do like to just take Sienna, because Sienna is the lightest color I'm using for the eye look. I like to just like go around the entirety of the eye and just make sure that all of my edges are blended out. So I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and use mascara. So I'm just gonna do that. Move on to the face. So the first thing I'm going to do is bronze my skin. For bronzer, I'm using the Sephora, what is this? Baked Face Compact in the shade Deep. So this is basically like foundation powder that's just a shade darker than what I would use. And I'm just gonna go in my cheekbones. So if I know where my cheekbones are, but if you don't, you would just kind of like that face. And when you make that face, you just follow that hollow in your cheeks. And you just follow it all the way up to your hairline. Bronze my forehead. I have a pretty big forehead, so I like to give it the illusion that it's smaller. And then my jawline and underneath my chin. So for blush, when I have like a colorful eye look, I do like to go pretty neutral. So I'm using the Tarte Feisty Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. This is a deluxe sample size. And so I'm just going to be using the Luxie 504 large angled brush and applying that. When I apply my blush, I like to just work on like the apples of my cheeks and then a little bit backwards. So I do kind of like a slight contour with my blush, but nothing too dark or subtle. It's pretty subtle. To highlight, I am also going to use something from the another product from the DesixKaty collection, which is their highlight in the shade Mirame. This one is one of my favorite highlights. I feel like, again, this is something I don't see talked about enough for how amazing of a product it is. On my skin tone, it's stunning. You know, it gives me that wet looking glow. And I feel like I can pile this product on and it never looks like powdery or chunky. It really does look like a wet, greasy glow. So I hope that my setup is doing it justice. But it is a really pretty highlight. And I am going to first go in with the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade Hawkins. And just over top of it, I'm going to use the Dose of Colors DesixKaty lipstick in the shade More Creamer Please. And I'm just gonna apply that on the center. And then using my finger, I'm just gonna blend the liner and lipstick together. And I'm just going to apply some of that onto the very arch of my brow bone. And then with my finger blend it out. This is a trick I learned from Desi Perkins, and I think she learned this from Patrick Top. Okay. And I also threw on a pair of the House of Lashes Smokey Muse eyelashes. I am not really good at applying them yet, which I'm pretty sure you can probably tell. I am learning, and then as soon as I learned, I will try to do like a beginner's how to apply false eyelashes. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this look. If you do, please, if you do recreate this look, please do tag me on Instagram. It is Rab's Beauty, and I hope to see you in my next one. Please consider subscribing and joining me on this journey of YouTube, and I hope that I'm able to make a video really soon. Thanks. Have a nice day. Love you. Bye.